Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brandon from Burnt's Lawn Care. Thanks for tuning in again. This is video number 2 in regards to the Walker Mtghs conversion to an Mtsd. This morning we got some really cool things going on. We're actually going to Maine right now to pick up the side discharge deck for the machine. It's used, but lightly used. And then we're gonna buy an engine from the same guy. He happens to have a brand new Kohler 23 horse engine. Hey, good morning. I'd like to order some parts, please. Yep. Okay. All right, so what I'm looking for is the all new belts and pulleys for that machine. Every belt and every pulley besides the blower.
Okay. Idlers and driven pulleys, all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Except blower. Okay.
Yeah, could you just call me back with stock? Just tell me what you got. And if,
We will do that.
all right, if you have them, I'll come in this morning.
Sounds good, Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. You want some apple juice?
Pizza, apple juice.
You want pizza and apple juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, but buddy, it's only 8:51 in the morning.
Pizza.
Can I get you a breakfast sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I just got off the phone with Stewart's. They're my local Walker dealer here in Massachusetts. They're in Holbrook. Fantastic dealership. But anyways, they didn't have all the parts in stock. So they had a good amount of them. So what I did was I told them to order the ones they didn't have, and I'll just pick everything up at once when it comes in. But we got all new belts and pulleys for the entire machine. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. So now we're on our way to Maine. On 95 North now, just driving up there. It's about a 2.5 hour ride from Easton, Mass to Portland, Maine. But you know what? It's well worth the ride because we're getting a brand new Kohler 23 horsepower engine, carbureted engine, and a really nice 48-inch side discharge deck, which is very rare for up north here because we bag a lot of grass, especially with walkers. You see a lot of Mtghs around here. You don't see a lot of like Mtsds or Walker Bs or anything like that. So I'm excited to go grab this thing. Hopefully it's in as good as condition as he claims it was. You know, I only looked at a few pictures, but I know the motor's brand new. It's brand new in the box, and that's going to come with a 3-year warranty from Kohler. So looking forward to seeing what's going on. You know what? I'm also looking forward to meeting this guy because he claims he has a lot of other Walker parts. So if I ever need to buy anything from him in the future, that's great because I'm always trying to make connections with people. You never know when you're going to need them, especially with everything going on right now, this whole COVID thing. You know, parts are tough to come by. I mean, I don't even think you can go out and buy a brand new machine right now. And if you can, you're extremely lucky because none of the dealerships in my area even have new mowers. And the mowers that they do have that are on display, they've already been sold, but they're just there for display to show people what these things actually look like. So, you know, I'm always looking to make new friends and new connections with people. And yeah, that's just the way I go about things. All right, guys, so I just got back from Maine. The trip took a little longer than expected due to traffic, but I'm very happy with what I bought. Check it out. This is the 48-inch side discharge deck that we're going to end up running on this mower. And while I was there, I picked up a brand new Kohler 23 horsepower carbureted engine, the new panel, instrument panel that we're going to put in it, and the new wire and harness. So I am stoked. This deck is in great shape. It looks like it has very little use on it. I will sand it down and I will repaint it though, so it looks absolutely flawless. So before we take the mower outside and power wash it, I want to take the hopper off. We're going to take the fuel pump off because we don't need that. We're going to take the blower out. And then it should be pretty much ready to pressure wash and get it nice and clean. All right, so first things first, let's take this hopper off. It's a 9/16 bolt on this side here and this side here, which holds this on, and then I disconnected this harness here, and this thing should just fall off. Wow, that was on there. You can tell that hasn't been off in a while. Oh, that fell on the floor. All right, so I got this pry bar here, and I'm gonna stick it in here and try to pry this way to get it off the bolt. It appears as if this bolt is welded to the frame, so this should pop it loose, and it did. All right, so this wasn't that bad to get off. I took the nut off this end I took the nut off this bolt on both ends, and then I used the pry bar to separate this from the bolt, and it fell right off. So not too bad there. I'm glad this big obstruction's out of the way. It's a decent hopper. Somebody might use it for something, but not us. All right, what's next? Probably take the fuel pump out right now. We don't need that. All right, got this out now too. Don't need that anymore. Let's get this out of the way. All right. All right, so now we got the fuel pump out, that filter out, the hopper off. Let's take the blower out. And trying to do this with the engine in is a nightmare. I've seen guys do it. They put the tractor up on its side, and then they try to work underneath it that way. Whenever I do a blower on these, I like to just take the engine out. All right, so I got the belt off. Now there should be screws underneath this harness that hold the top portion of the blower in, which there is. There's bolts actually. There's one here and there's one here. I'm gonna take those out. There should be nuts on the other side, and there is. All right, so I got the 7/16 wrench on the nut that is under here, and it's a through bolt that goes through the frame here. And that's what holds the top portion of the blower on. So let's see if I can crack this loose with the hammer. And it appears as if I can. I thought for sure I was gonna need some penetrating spray. All right, guys, so 11/16 bolt right here has a nut on the other side. It holds this cradle in down here that holds the blower. So we're gonna take this out. I'm gonna take the other one out on the other side too. All right, guys, so here's a better view from underneath the machine here. This is the cradle right here that holds the blower assembly in. There's a bolt here, there's a bolt on the other side. That has to come off. Alright, so this shroud right here has to come off to clear the frame. And then the blower should fall out. Alright, so I finally got the bolts off to the shroud. So if I tap this blower, it should fall right on the ground. I'm gonna keep my fingers away because the thing's heavy. And there it is. Blower's out. So maybe after I get it pressure washed tomorrow, we'll start with the engine installation. We'll get going on that. The blocks come with no threads on the mounting holes. So you could either run a through bolt through there or use a tap and die to put threads in. I'm gonna use a tap and die set to get that going. And then yeah, should be able to get that in there. At least start getting everything mocked up. I'd like to give a special shout out to Matt at ASAP Repair in Portland, Maine, South Portland, Maine. He provided me with the engine, the 48-inch discharge deck. Say hi. So he provided me with the discharge deck, the wiring harness in the panel, and the engine. And he also provided me with this Walker die-cast model. I was super excited about that. He gave that to me for my son. So special shout out to you, Matt. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your knowledge. If you guys ever need any parts, Walker parts or Kohler parts or anything like that, please give him a call. His number is right here on my hat. He's a great guy, very knowledgeable, and he's helped me tremendously. So again, thank you, Matt, and thanks for helping us out on this build. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next portion of the video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and if you have any comments, please drop me a line. I'm always willing to hear what you have to say, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks.